Hello, my darlings. My name is Victoria, and this is Veritas Tarot. Happy Tarot Day. Today is Tarot Day, which is rather wonderful. It's a little bit later than planned, but I'm going to be doing your daily mini reading. I'm using my energy and spirit oracle for you. I was guided to use that today, and we'll see what messages flown out already. So I'm going to keep it. We'll see what messages Spirit has for you today. If the reading resonates, as you know, you are simply remembering what you already know within your soul. If the reading doesn't resonate, my darling, it simply means it wasn't for you at this time. There'll always be a reading out there for you at exactly the right time as guided by Spirit. If you would like a personal reading with me, all of the details are in the description box below. And thank you, as ever, for all of your lovely comments and your likes and your subscribe buttons. I am so very grateful. It's a lovely exchange of energy between us. So let's move ahead with the reading and let's see what we've got. So bottom of the deck, we've got currents of emotion, uncontrolled feelings. And then on the top of the deck, we have got thought vibrations, resonant choices, and signature signals. So I think Spirit is very much wanting to get a message out at this time about us and vibration and energy. So let's have a look at this thought vibration first of all. And you can just see this wonderful picture of this whole connection here to consciousness and everything. So thought vibrations. You feel the vibe of somebody. Thought vibrations are very simply the vibrational as energy. Okay, we are energy, and it's the vibrational relationship that you are having all the time within yourself, with others, with events, with experiences. Whatever relationships you are having a vibrational relationship with it, an energetic vibrational relationship. Let me just go back to us as energy, because as a state of being, as a human being, we are energy. And if you look at, we're made up of cells, and those cells are made up of atoms, and those atoms are made up of particles, and those particles are vibrating energy. So imagine that you're always emitting out a signal. And you know, when you sometimes meet somebody, you get a good vibe off them, as we call it, or a bad vibe off them. That is their vibrational energy. So, and energy, when we feel emotion, is energy, emotion, energy, emotion. You've heard me say this before. So this vibrational relationship, the thoughts that you're having right now, the feelings that you're having because of those thoughts are causing a vibration. And it says here, resonant choices and signature signals. So there's two quite strong words there, resonant and signature. So resonance means something deep, something powerful, something clear, something that sort of continues. And so whatever thought vibrations you're giving out at the moment, they are very powerful and long lasting at this time. And so Spirit wants you to think about the choices that you are making right now with regards to your thoughts. And I know with currents of emotion and uncontrolled feelings sitting here, let me show you this card. I'm feeling this with the uncontrolled feelings, that there is at this time maybe a lot of self-criticism that's going on, a lot of judgment of yourself, maybe a judgment of another. What vibrational thoughts are you giving out at this time? What resonant choices are you making that's resonating out there and responding or reacting to you at this time? And then I'm going to look at signature, because when we sign our signature to something, it's important. So this is the sort of identity of the vibration that's going out there at this time. And it's almost like you're within the space of sending out these signals, these signature signals. You're sort of, it's not like signing a contract with Spirit, but you're affirming with Spirit your serious attention at the moment to the choices that you're making with your thought vibrations. So remember the words I am, and saying nothing after it and feeling the silence, because we are all the I am experiencing itself. And when we put words after the I am, like I am sad, or I am angry, I am frustrated, that is the vibrational thought that goes out, or the vibrational word that goes out as well. So just think about the ripple effect that's happening at this time. And thank you, Spirit. Ripple effect's quite an interesting word to use, because I'm now looking at the currents of emotion, the uncontrolled feeling. And there's very much more than a strong ripple that's happening here. This is a very strong current that's pulling this water in a direction. It's sort of moving it. Currents are like moving it in a very definite direction at this time. And it says here, uncontrolled feelings. So what Spirit wants to you to focus on is what is happening right now with the thoughts that you are having. And I understand that when we go through shifts and changes in our life, we can have a kind of emotional overflow, and things can be either one way or another very quickly. But what Spirit wants you to do, you know, if you're feeling those feelings of anger, frustration, or hurt, if you're feeling physical feelings at this time, it's because as well that those expressions of your emotions are not being released. So there is they can cause problems or ailments physically. So if you're tired, you've got headaches, you've got insomnia, as you know, it's part of the buildup of stress and anxiety that you may have at this time. And so I know it's a difficult thing to do, but to make a choice to try and do this, try and soften into, relax into what is the now, almost like wrapping your arms around it and embracing it and saying, I may not understand why I am where I am right now, but this is what Spirit intends for me, because it is for me to release a lot of this uncontrolled feelings at this time, and put the question out there while I hand it over to the universe, say thank you for giving me the answers. Spirit is asking you to trust right now. You know, this storm shall pass. Storms don't last forever. They tend to be reasonably quick, but during this storm, you will receive a clarity if you are willing to receive it. What I'm also receiving here, and I don't know why this has come to me, but thank you, Spirit, is about doing some breath work at this time. And Wim Hof, the glorious Wim Hof, the Iceman, one of the ways of bringing ourselves back to ourselves is sometimes to give ourselves a bit of a shock to the system. So if you haven't tried it yet, try the cold showers or the cold baths or going open water and swimming, because in the moment of that shock to the system, and do it, obviously learn how to do it, but in the moment of doing it, everything disappears from your mind other than the physical experience of being in that cold. And when that happens, you're reconnecting to self. You're allowing yourself to almost do a reset button. So for those of you that might appeal to, do think about doing that. And what I'm feeling here with these uncontrolled feelings card is that you can make a choice in as many moments as you are able to. We're not superwoman or Superman, but there's many moments you're able to, rather than being swept away on this sort of what is it called, sort of tide of the current at the moment, you can step back, you can step away. So rather than being swept away, you can step away from it, detach from it, and start to ask the question, why is this happening for me? What is it that I'm meant to release? Because although we can't control what is happening around us, to us, for us, we can control the way that we respond to it. And that is something extraordinary. We can always respond the way that we wish to it. So nothing has any power over us other than the power that we give it, or the meaning that we give it. So look at your reactions at this time. If you feel that they are reactions, they are triggers, they are things you've done before, and look at those and respect them. You see, because when we feel something, feelings come from a conscious expression of our emotions. Feelings come from a conscious expression of our emotions, our emotional reactions, or our emotional response. So when we choose to respond to a situation, you will find that your feelings start to be more in control. You start to feel better. You start to feel relief. And I like to use a lot of the R's, but in recognizing that you can take control of how you respond to this situation, to this current, to these uncontrolled feelings at this time, and recognizing how you can respond. You are also respecting yourself. You're respecting the feelings. You're understanding that they are coming up for a reason to be released. You are reevaluating the situation. You are beginning to look at it from another perspective. You're detaching and reevaluating it and saying, why is this happening? Why is it happening for me? And in that space, you start to relax. You start to feel peace. You're letting go. And then you can respond. You can respond to the situation with a greater awareness, because when we come out of the reactory state of being into the awareness and responding state of being, we allow that source wisdom, we allow the universe to respond through us. So I hope that's helped you. Two very, very strong cards. And I just want you to feel at this time that, and I want you to look at I just want to show you again. There we are, thought vibrations. And then you've got the currents of emotion. So remembering how powerful you are with this thought vibrations, you are one and the same as the universe. You are the universe experiencing itself. You are not the mind. You are not your thoughts. You're not even your feelings. You are always observing and express. You are always the silence behind all of that. You know that silence. If you say the word I am and what is after it, it's just a beautiful silence. When you're in a still space, when you're meditating, when you're doing things that bring you peace, you're aware of that silence. So when you choose to step back and observe your thoughts, observe your feelings, you are not that thought. You're removing the context of it. So, but you are, in all of these places, we are responsible for only ourselves, and we are responsible for how we either react or respond to something. But in the response, you will find truth, peace, an acceptance of things. In the reaction, you will just bring yourself more pain, because when we focus on the pain body, when we focus on the pain, all we're doing is continuing our suffering. So try and focus on what you're meant to learn from this, and that will bring you a great deal of peace, my darling. But this too shall pass. This is the storm here, and it's just a reminder that we are connected to everything. And all of that is within us, my darling. So I hope that has helped and resonated with those that have come to see this reading. I look forward to doing you another reading tomorrow. And in the meantime, have a very lovely evening or day, wherever you are. Take care, my darlings. Lots of love. Bye-bye.